This happened about 2 hours ago. Those of you from the Midwest have probably heard about Hy-Vee. Well, today all Hy-Vee stores were giving away cloth face masks for free from the Iowa Department of Public Health. I live in West Des Moines, and we have a 3 Hy-Vee within a 10-minute drive and a drugstore. We went to the Hy-Vee closest to our house. The store had kept masks in a basket manned by an employee with a sign that said, one per person. My dad and I each got one because he goes out the most to get the groceries and supply, and I'm immunocompromised. But my dad decided that since we were already there, that he would go grab some stuff and I would go to the car. As I was leaving, through the door comes Karen and her 2 crotch goblins. She sees the mask in my hand and asks me where I got it. I told her that they are giving it away free for inside. The following is a transcript of what happened. Cast, me, I think you can guess who. Karen, EK2, crotch goblins, approximately 12 and 14 by the looks of it. SE, store employee. RD, random dude. Well, if they're free, you should give it to me because my angels deserve it. No, they're literally 10 steps away. Go get it yourself. Besides, I don't have a good immune system. I need this mask. I've been using a bandana. Give it to me. At this point, I try to leave using the door, so I turned around and head towards that other side of the store. I am some that when in a fight to flight situation, I will always choose flight. Unbeknownst to me, Karen had sent her crotch goblins to tackle me. They grabbed me, but I was able to fend them off. I'm 6'1" and 220 pounds. I knock EK1 into the checkout, and EK2 falls onto the ground. I'm shocked and confused and don't even realize Karen is running full on me. I notice at the last second and manage to dodge her, and she goes slamming into the customer service desk. He attacked me and my kids. Call the police. This is where my story gets interesting. I know a lot of people on the police force. My school office officer and I know each other since 2nd grade. My friend dad, who lives up the street, is a sergeant. Another friend's dad is a retired captain. So you could say I knew a few people in the department. Unfortunately, I didn't know the officer that showed up during all the commotion. EK1 and EK2 tried to slip away, but they were caught by an employee. When the police show up, this is what happened. For reference, PO is a female and PO2 was a male. PO1, what's going on? Karen, he attacked me and my kids, throwing me into the desk and throwing my kids into the check out and onto the floor. That's not true. I was leaving the store when she asked for my mask. I told her that they were free just around the corner and I would not be giving mine to her. I turned to go out to the officers when her kids tried to tackle me. When I fended them off, she came barreling towards me, but I ducked and she slammed into the customer service desk. That's a lie. He's lying. I just wanted a mask for my angels. Why don't we see the tapes? Karen went as white as a ghost. I guess she didn't realize that she was on video the whole time. No, that's not necessary. I don't want to press any charges. EK1 and EK2, let's go. Mom, you're going to need to tell everyone until these officers view the tapes. You can just wait here, officers, this way. Karen's face went from a demand angry look to a scared to worried look. About 5 minutes later, the officers come back out. One stays with Karen while the other one pulls me aside. So we looked at the tapes. It's exactly what you said. At this point, we'll be writing her a disorderly conduct ticket. Do you want to press charges for the assault? I thought about this for a minute or the two and decided yes. Yes, I want to press charges. The minute Karen heard this, she went ballistic. The officer had to calm her down. When she went to put handcuffs on her, she kicked him and grabbed the basket of masks. If my angels can't have them, then no one can have them. She grabbed the basket and started to run to the door, knocking the employee down. Her kids were terrified. Outside, she threw the basket in the air, contaminating the mask. PO1 deployed her taser, bringing her to the ground. to handcuffed her and looked at her to the police and took her to the police car. My dad had no idea of what was going on. Came to checkout line to see me talking with the police. What happened? PO1 and PO2 explain what happened, and what will happen next. I will leave you alone for 20 minutes, and this is what happens. My dad and I have a really good relationship, and I've always been a daddy's boy, so he's always pulling my leg about something or another. PO2 at this point is confused with my dad's tone. He writes that says he's joking. I was joking. I like to pull his leg a lot. Seriously, Dad, not the time. We have a laugh and go our ways. Due to the changes in the world today, the court date is set for June 17th. I'll let you know what happens after. Anyway, if you made it this far, thanks for sticking with me. I think I fixed all the errors, but there may be a few grammatical errors, so feel free to point that out.
Do I even need a backstory for this? I guess. There's a local donut shop run by the sweetest Vietnamese couple, and it's a big hit with the local churches and businesses, and this has only happened a few months ago. But this where I had an encounter with the wild Karen. No real names are being used, obviously. Cast. Me, obviously. Karen. Laura, shop owner. Karen's husband, KH. This took place back in February before lockdown in my state was affected. I was working at a law office and at the time and it was about 7 o'clock in the morning when my boss texted me if I could stop and get some breakfast. I texted back asking what they want, and of course they want donuts. I replied that I'll get them on the way to work since the donut shop was only 5 minutes away from my house and the law office other 10 minutes away. I get to the shop. I greet Laura, who moved to the United States from Vietnam with her husband back in the 1990s. And let me tell you, Laura and her husband are the sweetest people in the world. They are the kind of people who would bend over backward for a person. Anyway, Laura and I are chatting up, and then she mentions her husband was sick. We talked for a few more minutes since everyone in the law office has very specific orders, and there were a lot of us who worked in the office. We finally got done, and I ended up with like 4 boxes of orders. Now, during all this time, I didn't see Karen, who was leaning on the front of the hood of her car. She looked like your typical Karen with the haircut down to the cheap leggings. Laura had offered to take 2 of the boxes of car to my care just to help me, but as I going with 2 boxes in my arm, I point out to Laura that Karen might be coming in, and I didn't want her to take her away from her customers. She sighed and muttered something in Vietnamese and went behind the counter and said to me, You be careful, Mary. That lady likes to cause problems. I nod and I tell I will. I'm going to my car and ignored Karen since she's on the phone. I place the boxes of donuts on top of my car as I unlock my car. I hear Karen say, Okay, I'll see you then. Again, I am the only one. Wait. Again, I am in my own little world and not paying attention to her when I feel that infamous tap on my shoulder. Karen, excuse me, that's my order. Me, no, I don't think so. Karen, those are mine. I've been waiting for them. Donut shop delivers and I didn't get mine. Me, ma'am, donut shop doesn't deliver. I've been coming since I was a kid and they've never done that. Karen, yes they do. Now give me my stuff. I have kids at home, they need to eat. Me, putting the boxes in my car and locking the door. I don't care, these are for my work. Karen, but I paid for those. Go ask Laura, I was here first. Me, again, I don't care. I saw you when I came in, but you didn't come after me. If you want to settle this, I have to go in and got the rest of my order. Karen, you mean my order? We go back in, and Laura had this sour look on her face as Karen entered the store with me. She huffed and came from behind the counter. Laura, Mary, what did I tell you? Stay away from that crazy lady. Karen, crazy lady, I'm paying customer. Laura scoffed at this. I tried. She claims I took her order. Laura, lady, this is the second time this week you tried to steal other people's order. Why don't you ever come in? I'll give you food. Karen, but I can't afford it. Laura, right. Your husband, the big bad lawyer, can afford to come in here every day, but you can't get out. Karen, well, I can. Me, don't say you'll sue. I work for a lawyer's office. Don't think about it. Laura, you heard Mary. Get out before I call my lawyer. I don't want to get nasty, but tell your husband he can come anytime he wants. Karen leaves with a glare. Laura brings the last two boxes of my order to my care and explains to me that Monday and Tuesday that Karen would come and harass customers for their food, claiming that the donut shop didn't deliver her order and that the order they had was actually hers. She also claimed that her husband was a lawyer, which happened to be true, and was a super nice guy. Before I left, Laura wanted to give me a small coffee as a gift, but I declined since I was running late. Laura tells me to have a nice day and to try and forget what happened. I say that I will. I get to the office and retell my tale to one of the lawyers that happened to Karen's husband. Karen's husband, don't worry about it. She's been off since our son was born. Me, I don't want to sound rude, but do you think it could be postpartum? Karen's husband, I don't think so. I guess some women think they're so better than some just because they're moms. We chatted for a little while more, and according to Laura, Karen never came back. I just hope Karen is doing okay after her baby was